Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. I needed to make a video because look, it seems right now we're going to be without Premier League football for the next 2 weeks, right? So no football until probably end of September, beginning of October, pretty much. I mean, we're already, what is it, the 10th of September now? We're reaching the middle of September already. So it's one of them things where it's like, I got to talk about the team because Europa League, it's not really... I don't know what to expect now because I don't know what Ten Hag is going to go with in the Europa League. Is he going to go with the same team? I said it in the last video. Is he going to go with the same team who just lost to Real Sociedad? We're going to Moldova. Sheriff, look, they beat Real Madrid last season in the Champions League group stages, but then Madrid went to win on the whole tournament. So it doesn't really mean anything. There will be a challenge away from home. But we lost at home. So we need players to perform. We need players to perform. I'm intrigued to see the pitch, the standards of the pitch and everything, because it's, you know, I don't know. I didn't watch the away game last season that Sheriff beat Madrid in, so it will be difficult because I think Madrid did lose away from home in Moldova. So let's see what happens there. But guys, I just wanted to talk about the team. I wanted to talk about, you know, what's going on and clearly what's our strongest 11. And I keep seeing tweets and reports saying that Ronaldo's finished and he doesn't look the same. And you're trying to tell me a guy who scored 24 goals last season is just done like that then? Just from a couple of months away from the season. So his last goal was what? It might have been... He didn't play in the Palace game. I don't remember what his last goal was, but he scored a hat-trick against Tottenham. He scored against Arsenal. He scored against Chelsea. I mean, he finished the season quite strong. And you're trying to tell me that this guy's finished from, what, 4-5 months ago? Like, these people, I don't understand these people. This is the thing with me. I think Ronaldo's not fully fit because he's not running. Look, he was never a great presser of the ball. There's no point in having this discussion. But one thing I will say is that he seems to be getting a bit more tired towards the end of the game. Yes, he usually gets tired anyway in the last 20 minutes. But for me, that game, he seemed to get tired around the 60th minute. And I don't think he's match fit. He did miss pre-season. He missed a couple of games that were vital. If he was ever going to be played, who knows? But look, Ronaldo tried to leave Man United, and that's it. He tried to leave Man United, so it's just weird now because we have a couple of games now in the Europa League, and then we got Premier League beginning of October, and then there's only 5 weeks left until the World Cup. So Ronaldo might not actually get a proper start in the Premier League until Christmas, actual Christmas. Our game after the World Cup is 26th of December. And that might be the only game he starts. I mean, it really depends on what happens with this situation with the Queen dying and stuff. But let's see what happens because I'm intrigued to see what team he starts in the Europa League now because he might not trust these players. Or he's a manager, so he's going to understand what happened in that game. Look, Fred as a number 10 didn't work. Eriksen coming off just made us worse. Casemiro's not really match fit either. Lindelof at right back didn't work either. So Elanga, again, inconsistencies during the game. And he's going to realise where the faults are in the team. So I'm excited to see what he goes with in the Europa League now. It's a bit annoying we don't get in the Premier League because it's already so tight. This season is so tight already because of the World Cup. How are they going to put these next two games in these fixtures? How are they going to do it? He's still got Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. What's going to happen? Let's see what happens. But look, for me, Ronaldo's not finished. These are just people hating because... And I just don't get it because we've seen Ronaldo come back from... The only thing I want to see from Ronaldo is consistency. Last season, he had a good 2-3 months last season when he first started the season. He scored pretty much in the first 4 games of the season when he first came in. And then he kind of knocked off about December, January when Ralph came in. He didn't score a goal until Brighton, I think it was. I think he scored a penalty against Norwich or... I think it might have been Norwich. He scored a penalty and then he didn't score for like 8 or 9 games or something like that. So he went around 2 months without scoring. Then he scored against Brighton. Then he went another couple of games without scoring. And then he went boom against Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea. And he had Brentford. And then he had really good games at the end of the season. I just want to see consistency because as soon as Ronaldo starts banging in goals, no one's going to say anything. He's going to bang. This is the thing about Ronaldo. When he scores a goal in a game and he has a great performance, he's going to start scoring loads of goals after. That's just Ronaldo's career. I want to see consistency this season. Where is his head at, though? We don't know where his head is at. Where are his priorities? I think his priorities right now are actually the World Cup. Do you think Ronaldo actually cares about the Europa League? He doesn't. The league, look, we're 3 points behind Arsenal. It's a shame we don't have any more Premier League football. We're not going to win the league. Top 4, yes. We might get Champions League next season. He's gotten on his contract. He's got an option of an extra year. Will he stay? There's a chance he might go in January. Really, when I watched the Napoli game against Liverpool, I thought he might as well would have gone to Napoli because Napoli are playing some good football, very good football, and he might go in January. Who knows? But there are issues in this team, and there wasn't enough balance in the Europa League. There wasn't enough balance against Sociedad. Fred as a number 10, Lindelof right back in the second half. The low went off. We lost the attacking threat from the right-hand side. Sancho comes on, barely gets on the ball. Anthony, when he was on the first half, barely on the ball. So look, but it was meant to be a draw, okay? It was meant to be a draw, but even then, we still weren't good enough. We weren't good enough in that game. We should have scored a couple of goals. Yes, Ronaldo had 2 chances with the header, offside goal, and look, I saw a couple of the highlights. There was a couple of situations where if that was last season when he was at his peak, he would have just taken a shot on straight away instead of taking a touch. That just shows for him to take a touch is that he's not really confident there, or he's not really, his decision making is not there right now. Our strongest team, I still maintain the opinion of that. Ronaldo, Sancho, and Anthony is our strongest front three. I still think that. Look, is there more balance with maybe Rashford on the left and then maybe Anthony on the right? Because look, Anthony's going to start most games. That's Ten Hag's man. He's going to start. Casemiro is still not match fit. You can see it. But then again, what we saw in that game is that Casemiro is not a De Jong. He's not. And this is why Eriksen is vital in the midfield. He can do a De Jong job and he does it very well. There's passes in between the lines, creativity as well. He's everywhere. In attack, in the deeper position. He can do everything. He can do that deep lying role. He can be a box-to-box player. He can be an attacking player. Eriksen is a very dynamic midfielder and I'm so glad we got him this summer. So really, our midfield really should be Casemiro, Eriksen and Bruno. Because Casemiro was really good in the Europa League at doing his job. He was really good at protecting the back four. Our back four was never really in danger, except when Lindelof was getting ripped apart in the second half. So guys, for me, really, and people were talking about Maguire as well. Look, Maguire is slow. He's slow. He does slow down. When he gets the ball, he's taking time on it. It just allows the team to pressurize our defence, pressurize our midfield, making it harder for us to come out from the back. And that's what Maguire does. But when you've got Martinez and Varane in the centre-back partnership positions, it's just quicker. It's a lot quicker. They get the ball pass, pull the ball pass. When it's Maguire, he's on the ball. He's taking ages. He's slow. Martinez and Varane, they've got it locked on. They're quick. They're agile. They're quick passes of the ball. And then look, they're not scared of putting a pass in between the lines. Maguire's always doing a diagonal ball, which is nothing wrong with it. But if you can do a ball through the lines straight away, you're getting 3-4 players out of the game from the opposition team. So guys, let me know what you think. I just wanted to talk about the team because look, we're not going to have Premier League for 2 weeks and now I'm going to have to do a preview for the Europa League. It's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying, I can't lie. But look, there's nothing wrong with Ronaldo. There's nothing wrong with Casemiro. These men did not get pre-season. Look, clearly we need another player like Eriksen really, because Van de Beek was injured for this game where he probably would have played. I would have loved to have seen Casemiro, Eriksen and Van de Beek. That's what I wanted in my lineup. But he wasn't fit. Isn't it a bit of a coincidence now? It's just bad luck, isn't it? He's not fit. He has an injury or whatever. And what's going to happen with him now? Because he would have been a lot better than Fred. And the reason he used Fred as a number 10, the reason why he used Fred, and I saw it straight away, is because Ronaldo can't press for 90 minutes. And he had Fred behind him so he can help him out. It's like the same with Bruno. But the thing is, Bruno had played 90 minutes the previous game. So he didn't play Bruno in the whole game. So that's it. Ronaldo comes off the bench against Arsenal and Leicester and whatever, and he presses because he can press for 30 minutes, but he can't press for 90 minutes. So guys, let me know what you think. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.